and thank you so much for registering for this free webinar. We are going to do all about the secret of leadership. And I know you're asking, what is the secret to leadership? But first, let me just introduce myself. My name is D. Scott Schwartz, and I am also known as the School Doc. So let's get right into it. This is what we're going to learn today: the secret to leadership, the listening activity, and the 6 objectives of leadership. So what is the secret to leadership? Well, the secret to leadership is listening. Yes, how well you listen to other people is exactly how you lead. And the question that we're going to do at the end of this webinar is an activity on how well you listen. So stay tuned because you're going to love this activity. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me. So who is the School Doc? So first of all, if you didn't know, I have a master's degree in educational leadership. I was a teacher, a principal, and a superintendent. I'm also a certified school business administrator, and I developed a whole bunch of programs because I solved 3 major issues in the K-12 system. So the first issue that I solved was the teacher performance problem inside our schools. So that's where I developed the teacher development program. I was also the first superintendent in the country to implement a 21st century curriculum. I developed the Principals Academy, an education think tank, and of course, Leaf Academy, which you found this webinar at. So Leaf Academy's mission is to teach every single citizen in the United States the 5 21st century skills, and you are learning the first 21st century skill, leadership, right here. The 6 objectives of leadership. So the first objective is vision. Now, I know you might be asking, what the heck is vision? Vision is seeing where you're going. There's a huge difference between vision and goals. And the reason is vision has a purpose. Why am I doing what I'm doing? If you don't have a vision, you're more likely to quit when things get tough. That's why vision is more important than goals, and you have to start with vision. Then the second objective is SMART goals. So you see, you have vision first and goals second. And the reason is because you want to be organized. So what is your vision? And then how do you actually approach that vision? That's where the goals come in. The third objective is responsibility, because you must be trustworthy. People will not follow an untrustworthy leader. They need to know if what you say is something that I believe in. And if you're not trustworthy, they can't believe in what you say. There's also 2 types of responsibility. There's personal and there's organizational. If you're not a leader of a group, like if you're not a manager, you're not a principal, you're not a CEO, then you have personal leadership, the things that you can control about yourself. The fourth objective is management, because you need to be organized. So do you have structure in what you're doing? Have you ever worked in a chaotic environment? Not fun to do that. This 5th objective is support, which comes back to the listening, which we're going to do that activity in about 2 minutes. So how well do you listen to other people? And there's 2 types of listening. There's listening to respond, which is what most of us do. Because when we hear someone, we want to say something. You're going to do in this activity just listening. And then the last objective is reflection, because everyone makes mistakes. You have to admit that. You have to be honest with yourself that no one is perfect. So the key to good leadership is reflecting all the time. So you have to come up with, am I going to reflect every week? Am I going to reflect every month? You have to have a routine of reflection so you can actually look at the things you did well. You have to celebrate your achievements, but you also have to look at the things that you didn't do well so that you don't make the same mistake twice. All right, so let's get into the listening activity. This is why you signed up for this free webinar. So this activity is going to blow your socks off. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to download the PDF. So pause this video, download the PDF in the yellow button below. When you print out the PDF, or if you're looking at it right now, what I want you to understand is there's instructions. So first, there are rules. 1, you cannot speak while the other person is speaking. So I know you're going to be tempted. You're going to want to interrupt. You're going to want to ask questions. You're going to want to say something. You're not allowed to speak. This is a listening activity, not a speaking activity. So you're going to find someone that you know that can talk for 5 minutes on any topic that they know really well. And they obviously want to talk to you because you're friends. So find someone that can talk for 5 minutes. You will see that what your job is to write down everything they say. So time it. And when the 5 minutes is up, tell them, okay, we're done. Then read back to them everything that they said. Now, I'm telling you, you're going to be surprised because normally when you listen to this person, you're going to have thoughts in your head of, oh, I know this, or I want to say this. And the minute you start thinking about what you're going to say, you stop listening. So I want to make that very clear. The minute you stop listening, the minute you think of something else that you want to say, you stop listening. And I'm telling you, sometimes you may actually find out that you listen to that person for like 30 or 60 seconds, and then everything else you kind of missed because your brain starts to go, oh. And once you do that, you can't listen to the other person as well as you can if you shut that off. So that's why this activity is going to give you that aha moment of, oh, this is what listening is. So I want you to really focus in on listening, okay? Because the minute you start thinking of ideas, you're not listening anymore. Your brain actually can't do two things at the same time. So it's coming up with its own thoughts and you're hearing things, but it's kind of like going in one ear and out the other. So that's why this activity is the aha moment for you in terms of what listening actually is. So I want you to really take this seriously because when you learn how to listen better, you're going to become a better leader. Not just for yourself, but if you want other people to see you as a leader, when you listen, that you separate yourself from everybody else. So before you do the activity, I have a really special offer for you, and it's only in this link. We do courses in all 21st century skills. These are research-based skills. They are leadership, team building, problem solving, sales, and communications. Right now, we have the leadership beginner course and the leadership advanced course. The fact that you just did the listening activity and you just had an aha moment, I'm hoping that you will register for this beginner leadership course and take listening as well as all 6 objectives of leadership to the next level. Understand all of them. There's 5 learning modules. This course costs $347 to the public. But because you signed up for the free webinar, I'm giving it away for only $7. And you can only get that offer on the link below. You will not get that offer anywhere else. So don't click out of this page if you want to sign up for the beginner leadership course for only $7. Remember, the normal price, normal registration price for all Leaf Academy courses is $347. But you're going to be able to sign up for this course for only $7. That's because you participated in this free webinar. This is a limited offer only for webinar participants. So you can get this beginner course by signing up. So don't click off this page. Don't do that because you will only be able to get that $7 offer in the link below. So you're not going to be able to get that again because you will lose this offer. You register right now, you will only pay $7 for the beginner leadership course. All you have to do is follow the link below. Thank you so much for joining me today on this webinar. I hope that you've really enjoyed it. I know that you're going to get so much out of that listening activity, and hopefully you got that aha moment where you're like, oh, that's what listening is. I now know how to listen better. The link is down below, and you're getting a huge discount off the $347 normal registration. Thank you so much. This is D. Scott Schwartz, otherwise known as the School Doc. I'm signing off.